Hey, good morning. Terrence Rizal here, licensed professional therapist, getting ready to go to church this morning. My wife still sleeps, so I want to talk about a video about trauma. I want to talk to you about experiencing trauma. One of the things I want you to understand is the history behind trauma, abuse, sexual trauma. Germany understood trauma very well. They started doing behavior modification and behavior control programs, mind control programs very early on. Hitler first used abused children because he realized that they were the most susceptible to thoughts and ideas, kids that have experienced abuse. But then his scientists realized that if they started actually abusing them themselves instead of getting kids that were already abused, then mind control could be even more successful. So going back to trauma, what happens when you experience a trauma, whether it's physical or sexual? I've even worked with women who had abortions and that were traumatized by the abortion. And I could actually begin to tell if they've had abortion or not, because I could see the visibility of the trauma as a result of this child that in their minds would have been existing had they have not had an abortion. And that's just the truth from a clinical standpoint as a therapist, counseling hundreds and hundreds of women who have experienced abortions. It is traumatic. It can be and is often very traumatic and something the person can't forget about. So what happens is, what they found with trauma, when a person experiences trauma, whether it's intentional or just situations in life that are traumatic, people tend to return to the trauma. And that's why they use this dynamic in mind control, because traumatic experiences cause people to unconsciously return to the trauma. Now let's bring it in real life. There will be young ladies who have been sexually traumatized as young girls, abused, sometimes their fathers, uncles, family members, whoever did that. And as these young ladies grow, you'll notice that they continually gravitate to men that abuse them, demean them, harm them, disrespect them. Why? Because traumatic experiences in the mind cause the person to continuously in their lives return to the trauma. It'll come in the form of different people and different boyfriends, but they'll keep on choosing these men that traumatize them over and over again, because that's what trauma does in the brain. However, we have therapy processes, we have therapy treatment, psychological medicine, as you may call it, that cause this dynamic, this pattern to break. And we can break the cycle of this, but it's going to take some time in counseling. So come see me, Terrence Rizal, licensed professional therapist, specializing in trauma-based therapy, restorationtherapist.com, Restoration Therapist, LLC, name of the business, and you can go to my website, therapistrizal.com. That's ROZZELL, therapistrizal.com. Let's make a better, healthier you. Have a great Christmas. Hope to hear from you soon.